shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, I said that you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. This is crazy. Right now, it's Thursday. Now, this has been a whirlwind day because early on today, on Thursdays, we actually record with Dip Down in Anime, right? On for Iron Lords Podcast, for the Patreon, for Dip Down in Anime, and for the Patreon Iron Lords Podcast. You can go watch it either way. Well, I'm watching Solo Leveling, and I'm so into this RPG anime that I can't wait till next week. I just be wanting to binge watch all these episodes. And we talk so much crap. It's one of those episodes you're going to die in laughter. It's a very touching scene where I turn it into pure comedy. That's what the King does. This is entertainment. You're not here to be strict. Listen, I did not go to no journalism school. I did not sit there and do all the hard work like Jason Schreier and these guys. Those guys I truly respect. Those guys actually put in the hard work. I am a provocateur. I am an entertainer. And if you're at Xbox Frontline News, like somebody told me I'm the Fox News of this, you idiot. If you take half of this stuff serious, you're crazy. This stuff is informational, entertainable. That's what it's about. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day. I'm going to give you all the love and energy that I have, because that way you can get up for the next day. That's what it's about. It's about that, having that energy, giving you that energy, giving you that laugh for the end of the night. So if you're an Xbox guy and you love your Xbox consoles, well, you're at the right place, because I'm going to treat you like family. And at family, we hit that like button and we share it out to other family members, and we hit that notification just in case you're doing something and you just be like, oh, snap. King is on. Let me get back to the house. Oh, let me just look at my phone right here, right? Get back to the house. What is this, 86? Yo, we got some topics to talk about. Today, we're going to talk about why the hell Grand Theft Auto isn't there. Some great titles that's making it onto the platform that wasn't on the platform, and some sales. And yo, we're getting ready for Fight Night Fridays. That's tomorrow. We get busy on our sister channel, Frontline Gaming Streams. Now, if you're not subbed to Frontline Gaming Streams, please do me a favor. Go over to Frontline Gaming Streams and get over there and sub. I stream daily on Frontline Gaming Streams, and that's where Fight Night Fridays is. Don't come over there weak, because them mustard artists get stomped in the chest. Have you ever wanted that arcade Ridge Racer game? I'm talking about the original one, not the one that came out for the PlayStation. And I'm going to show you the differences here on the difference between the PlayStation and the arcade. So the arcade starts off a little bit differently. And then, you know, because you thought when you got the PlayStation version was what this thing looks like. And it's just not the same. So again, there's an arcade version that is made by Namco, and Namco was working off the System 11 board, but the System 11 board had more RAM, had a better pass through on processing. It was a better board than the PlayStation itself. But the PlayStation did an amicable rendition of what Ridge Racer was. Well, for the first time in the home, to the best of my knowledge, you're able to get the arcade Perfect Ridge Racer. Now, it's supposed to be set to launch for the Switch 2, but lo and behold, it's going to be released for the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X and S. Now, if you've always wanted this arcade racer in the home and you didn't want to emulate and you wanted to purchase a version, I'm saying purchase in quotations, of this game is now available for you. You're able to get it June 5th, very soon, day and date, on the launch of the Switch 2, and it's available for the other consoles. So, Arcade Perfect Ridge Racer has finally made it to the home. I don't know how many years later is this. 30 years later, if you can say. 31. But it finally made it home, right? Strange. Do you need an official Xbox controller? Now, I know this is unconventional, what I'm about to tell you, but I'm about to tell you something that is probably going to shock your brain. Verizon has Xbox official controllers. For $32.49, you can get Electric Volt, a Mineral Camo, and Lunar Shift. Now, listen. I don't know why. I don't understand it. But right now, you can get these controllers at a steep discount. Normally, these two controllers go for $69.99. These controllers are $32.49. Go buy two. Get them while they're hot. Get them while they butter. Controllers. You need them. You know it. Go make it happen. Shovel Knight Dig is out right now. Shovel Knight Dig releases on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles alongside the free Wicked Wishes DLC. Come on, Yacht Club. Yikes. So I hope you like Shovel Knight. I like Shovel Knight. I think it's one of those games that, how would you say it, is the epitome of 16-bit. It gives 16-bit vibes with actually having 32-bit as far as fluidity and gameplay. So it's like taking a 16-bit and putting it on a 32-bit console. You know it's going to actually run fantastic and run well. So the best of 16 bits. It's also available for 20% off for a limited time only. So if you're a Shovel Knight fan and you happen to love Shovel Knight franchise, Shovel Knight Dig. Check out Shovel Knight Dig. It's available on the Xbox Series X and S right now, also the PlayStation 5. Go jump in, make it happen. Xbox is releasing more games, 12 games to be exact, to stream your own games. Now, these are games that you own that may not necessarily be inside Xbox Game Pass, but games that you have purchased that are inside your library, outside of the Game Pass ecosystem. So you're now allowed to stream your own games that you own from your own library. 12 more have went up. Those 12 games that have went up for streaming is Arma Reforger, Brother, A Tale of Two Sons, Castle Crashers Remastered, Chance of Sinner, Cuphead. Cuphead is probably one of the hardest games that I've ever played in my life. That platformer will definitely test you. Oh, man. Farming Simulator 22, Haunty, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Monsters Energy Supercross, the official video game 6, Project Wingman, Ride 5, and Secret Neighbor. Now, what games would you want them to add to the stream anywhere from your own console, from your own library that Xbox and Microsoft can bring to you? Leave a description, leave a title in the description. Let me know so maybe I could pass that on to everybody. Maybe we can get a poll going on to see exactly which ones that you want to have to stream. I mean, hey, a lot of these devices takes up less resources if you stream them. And if you can actually get a good Wi-Fi connection or get a good connection, streaming ain't half bad. Now, if you are a physical junkie, let me tell you something right now. Parasol Superstars is announced for the PlayStation 5, Series X, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One and Switch. Due out September 16th. Spectre Adventure standalone release launches September 30th. Now, In games. Remember, I talked to you about in games before. They asked you what games did you want to come to your Xbox console. Well, in games is back. And Parasol Stars, the story of Bubble Bobble 3, is already available as a standalone digital. Spectre Adventure will receive a standalone digital release on September 30th. Now get ready for a double dose of platform and nostalgia, and a charm of two beloved titles come together in a vibrant package. Parasol Superstars unites the classic Bubble Bobble blasting acclaimed adventure, Parasol Stars, the story of Bubble Bobble 3, with the cosmic retro-inspired platformer Spectre Adventure. New to Western gamers, delivering hours of arcade-style action and timeless fun. Listen, Taito definitely brought that Bubble Bobble love. I love Bubble Bobble, and I could play Bubble Bobble for hours. But Spectre Adventure is my first time seeing this title, and I'm intrigued. Key features: 2 complete and platform adventures, the classic Parasol Stars, the story of Bubble Bobble 3, faithfully restored with modern enhancements. Spectre Adventure, the finally making its home console and Western debut, plus modern enhancements and features, optimized for modern platforms with controller support and quality of life features. 2 local player co-op play in Parasol Stars, the story is of Bubble Bobble, and the special edition contains bonus content such as the history and art book and the best of soundtrack for both games. Listen, you can't beat that with a baseball bat. You like physical stuff? Get in here, play this game, buy this game, support them. NN seems to be getting it in your wallet. This is the day of sales. If you have never played The Witcher 3, or if you love The Witcher 3 but never had a chance to own it, lost your copy, something happened to it, your ex-girlfriend threw it out. She took it and broke it because it was your favorite game. You said, damn it, I don't have $70. But right now, there's a deal for you. You can get The Witcher 3 right now for $4. I'm telling you, $4. £2, 49 pence. $4 right now. Go jump inside the store. Go get that Witcher 3. Why? It's not free, but it's $4. Full cash for the price of a bagel in New York City with cream cheese and jelly. Not saying that I would know anything about that, but you might. Go get it. The Witcher 3. It's not free, but for the price of a bagel with butter and jelly. If you've been under a rock, Doom the Dark Ages comes out today inside Game Pass. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably not watching my video if you got Game Pass Ultimate, because right now you're playing Doom the Dark Ages. Doom the Dark Ages is out inside Game Pass Ultimate today. Don't delay. Run. Don't walk. Run. Play this game. This is the reason why you got Game Pass. To have AAA bangers drop inside the service, day and date on release, for you to actually enjoy. You're a card-carrying Black Card member for Game Pass. Exploit, enjoy, and have a grand old time playing Doom the Dark Ages. And while you're at it, go watch my review of it. Tell me if I'm wrong about the title after you played it. Yeah. I thought I was right, because I'm 98% right all the time. I don't think Arrowhead really cares for PlayStation's leadership, partnership, oversight, control, or anything of that nature. I believe the Helldivers 2 studio wants to get far, far away from the Sony platform, the infestation. They've made so much money off of Helldivers 2, their next game won't have a damn thing to do with PlayStation. PlayStation kind of messed up their whole rollout. They were rocking and rolling. They said that you wouldn't have to do logins. And lo and behold, what did they do? They pulled the rug from under their feet and put mandatory logins. You know what Steam said? Steam said the big FT. That's right. And guess what happened? They had to roll back and repeal it, but it still did not work because they still decided to do same crap. So I think Arrowhead is sick and tired of Sony. Their next game will be a game that can be enjoyed by all. Do you know how much money they would have made had that game launched day and day on Xbox, had it not been excluded from certain countries that don't have PlayStation Network? Do you understand how detrimental that is to a PC game? PC gamers are not the same as console gamers, right? PC gamers are used to having the freedom to play how they want to play, when they want to play, and why they want to play. Well, PlayStation thinks they can have that level of oversight onto the PC people. So the PC people bucked that trend. Arrowhead had to bear the brunt of that. Arrowhead, bearing the brunt of that, said, we're taking our talents elsewhere. Our next game won't have any affiliation to do with those dudes. So you don't have to take what you took out on them on us. So shout out to Arrowhead for freeing themselves from the poisonous grip of Sony PlayStation. And now we can actually see exactly what you're going to do with a game that can be released and played for everyone. Because when we all play, we all win. Speaking of not winning, guess who's not winning? Shift Up is not winning. By aligning themselves with the Sony PlayStation, well, they kind of screwed themselves. FT straight to them. This was happening. This kind of sucks because what? Those PC dudes was looking forward to it. Well, 129 countries cannot partake in the sweet fruit, which is them cellular cheeks. Them cellular cheeks won't get clapped by anybody in those 129 countries. Pause. Why? Because Sony has put a stranglehold on that. If you don't have PSN, you can't get in. Who the hell is these dudes? I thought Shift Up was an independent developer. Why the hell do they need the PlayStation platform? I thought all you did was help them get them there. But obviously, PlayStation is in absolute control over there at Shift Up. They're running the show. So Shift Up will have to learn, much like Arrowhead learned, and much like Arrowhead said, to hell with you, Sony. We're going to go our own way. I feel so sorry for Shift Up. Shift Up, you deserve much better than this. Cellular cheeks needed to be loved by everyone all across the world, because when we all play, we all win. Places like Iraq, Egypt, Venezuela, Shift Up won't see any of this. This sucks, man. And he said it was crazy. Shift Up apparently didn't see any of this coming either. One heartbroken fan posted, "Are you kidding me? I've been waiting for this for a year, and now I'm banned in my country because there's no PSN? This is absolute nonsense. Crap, I say. This is absolute dribble." I'm telling you, PlayStation is stepping on rakes all over the place, from price hikes to trying to shift to where they're going to be to actually banning countries that want to partake. Are you idiotic? Is this pursuit for monthly active users going to destroy everything about you? And what can only be the most BS excuse I've ever seen in my life. Take Two Rockstar Entertainment's Strauss Zelnick, CEO, says the reason why they delayed the game to May 2026, and they're going to delay it again anyway, is because they ultimately needed time to perfect the game. You have perpetually hit the marketplace square in the face. Sony is going to be in a death row that they can't possibly recover from, because there's no such big title that these fake fans was waiting for, thinking that Grand Theft Auto 6 would be played best on their console, knowing that that's an absolute lie. But now, sales is going to fall. But for your pursuit of perfection, others must suffer. Rockstar was delayed to meet the quest for perfection. See, it's not my words, it's theirs. You guys think, like, a lot of times I get stupid things in the comments, like, where you're getting your information from. Stupid. If you actually watch the video, you'll see that I'm reading from an actual article, you goofball. Just because I'm not like your favorite dude sitting there telling you what you can see clearly on the screen. This was sourced by such and such. Man, go ahead and you go read it. I'm giving you a synopsis of an article that is a 2-minute read. If you can't take your 2-minute ass and go read it, that's not me. I'm giving you my spin on what I read. Don't tell me where you're getting it from. Bro, this is gaming. This is entertainment. You here for the entertainment. You can get this from anyone, but you're getting it from me because you love me, baby, don't you? And if you don't, I want to know why. Listen, I was going to attempt to talk about this. The Qualcomm job listing suggests Xbox is working on the next-gen ARM-based hardware That's not the truth. My boy Jez already broke this down. That's not happening. Listen, the hardware is so different from what you guys are expecting. This thing is basically for Surface. You know, this isn't for this is for laptops, for tablets. This isn't for the Xbox console hardware or the handheld. Their sources confirmed to me that this morning that the next gen Xbox systems, however, are not based on Qualcomm chips. The plan, at least for now, is for the next gen Xbox systems to have as much compatibility with our current library as possible. The overheads required to emulate games built for Microsoft AMD-based systems are beyond the Snapdragon lineup and what is currently capable of. What the job listings is more likely referring to is ensuring that Microsoft Surface devices based on Snapdragon like new Surface Pro 12-inch have a better compatibility with Xbox PC apps, Xbox Game Pass for PC, and Xbox Play Anywhere titles, Copilot and stuff like that. So again, please guys, don't run with everything that you see all these people running with. A lot of times these people want to be first. This is the reason why I come out at 8:30 p.m. I don't want to be first. I just want to get the information to bring it to you and give you something more in line with what's actually accurate opposed to just some knee-jerk reaction on something, right? Well, I want to thank each and every last one of you for showing up. Now, for a long time, I used to play Bubble Bobble. Little known secret, my aunt used to work in a supermarket as a cashier on 116th Street in Manhattan. And I would come up from the Bronx to go and be her bag packer. As her bag packer, I'm probably 8 to 10 years old. No, actually, I was older than that. I was 10 to 13 years old, in between that age bracket. Yeah, because I wasn't 14 years old because I didn't have my worker papers yet. So I was 10 to 13 years old. And I was packing bags. Packing bags, I was making like $100 a day packing bags for a 10 to, bro. I had the sneaker stores across the street. I'll make $25. I will put sneakers on layaway, pay them off every day. I had rows and rows of sneakers. But every time I took my lunch break, I would go to the bakery that was on the corner. The bakery on the corner had Bubble Bobble. I would sit there and play Bubble Bobble for hours. And hours on a lunch break, really. Anyway, as much as I possibly could. Go in there, cash in a couple of quarters, play, go back, make some money. But shout out to my auntie. Love her to death. But yeah, so my love for Bubble Bobble goes all the way back, and I played it on every iteration that I was able to get. I love the music. I love the sound of it. The sound of it is dope. It's a very good game. I think Rockstar is full of crap as far as strategically placing that game into next year. They know that the new hardware is going to launch and it would sell hardware. I think they have monetary incentive, from Microsoft to do so. Everybody keeps saying 2027 for that hardware. I'm not even going to go into that whole stuff. Now, all the stuff that I did have the Qualcomm stuff and Jez debunking that and Snapdragon being used for the next Xbox handheld. Snapdragon is not being used for the next Xbox handheld. Actually, they're not going to go with ARM. ARM is not in the alignment of what they're looking for. It would be too distant from the AMD stuff. If you want to have any viewpoint on exactly what they're using, look over Asus. Asus ROG will give you an idea of where they're heading. That's more in line with the current console that they have, the back-compat, that forward future possibilities with your console leaning into the future. That is where they're going. So if you think that they were going to use that Snapdragon stuff, that's for the Surface tablets, that's for the Surface pads, that's for that stuff. All right. Leave that stuff alone. Leave that thought process alone. Microsoft is going into a different direction, a direction that's more traditional with the next iteration of the handheld and the hardware that goes under the television. Me personally, I just would do away with that handheld, that console under the television. But again, that's them. They can do with it how they choose. I would just put out a robust handheld and have that handheld power through. But for some stupid reason, we got a lot of dummies that's inside the chat that will tell you, I don't want no handheld. Well, just dock it and don't act like it's a handheld, dummy. The same way I do my Switch. My Switch is sitting right here. It stays docked. Half the time it never goes no place. If it does go someplace, it's because I'm going someplace and I want to play it. That's about it. But that's the versatility of it. It's called options, you goofball. But all those streaming stuff that you was able to do now, the Xbox and Microsoft allows you to more games that is not inside the Game Pass ecosystem that you can now stream. That's enticing stuff. Finally, a Ridge Racer home for everyone. I do love that too. I remember going to the arcade all the time, and I was kind of disappointed when I got the PlayStation version. They're not the same. You understand? You have two different versions, just not the same. But again, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. This is a powerful Thursday. Thursday with Doom the Dark Ages came out inside Game Pass Ultimate. And if you are a Game Pass Ultimate person, you know that that card-carrying black card is your key to all the AAA stuff. But I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it on Fight Night Fridays. Now, tomorrow, Lord Attic and I will be streaming Lords of the Falling. I will be streaming on Frontline Gaming Streams. He will be streaming on his channel, and that way we can run it up. That'll make it happen. But also, after that, Fight Night Fridays is going to kick off, and we're going to have a ball. So, tune in tomorrow for the double banger pause for Frontline Gaming Streams. If you're not a member, go over there. Sub to that channel. Let's get up to 500. Right now, we're at 3 and some change. Why is that? When I have thousands and thousands of views on this channel, I should have at least 1,000 people over there. At least. So go to Frontline Gaming Streams, where the King streams daily. I'm doing what your favorite don't. Why ain't your favorite? And I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Fight Night Fridays because that's my favorite day of the week. Starts the week off with a bang. Try to play the Game Pass.